am Jackie Czarnecki Thompson, and I am back with another of our amazing member spotlights. I am here today with Nydia Sahagun. Nydia, I would love for you to introduce yourself, and then we can just get started.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Jackie. Nydia Sahagun. I am the head of marketing and strategy innovation for CenterWell Senior Primary Care, which is a business vertical within Humana, the non-plan side.
What were you looking for when you came across Beyond Barriers?
One of the most important things I was really focused on was I was at a juncture in my career where I hit a little bit of a crossroads in really trying to determine if I wanted to continue to climb the corporate ladder or if I really wanted to start to invest in my own personal venture.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really needed was a program that would help provide the clarity for me in what I was passionate about, what I wanted to focus on. Whereas sometimes you just want to do it all, and that's not very strategic. You really have to pick a lane and determine and put all your energy behind that. And I would say that was one of the things I knew the program offered, just having heard from other participants. And it was something that was just very timely for where I was in my career and in my life.
We hear that so often, right? Those moments where you need to make a decision or you feel like you need to go make one choice or another. And you
Yeah.
touched on something that I just want to make a comment on. So often we hear from people who feel like they want to keep themselves in that lane where they could do anything because it feels like if you make a choice, you're limiting yourself and closing yourself off to opportunity. And so often we see that turns out to be the exact opposite, right? That
Exactly.
once you make that determination, then people know what to come to you for, and you're able to start to build a brand and be recognized. So I love to hear that was true for you.
Yes, absolutely. I think what it does is definitely give you clarity in the space that you're focused on, your subject matter expertise. The program offered the opportunity for me to really define my unique value proposition, which is interesting as a marketer. We can market anything, right? But then when it comes to our own selves, we're probably our biggest barrier. So this program gave me the tools to sit down and reflect and really think through what that subject matter in that area was for myself. And it gave me the answers that I needed in having felt that I was plateauing a little bit in my career, wanting to do something different. It really did bring forward the tools that I needed to understand where to focus. I think a lot of people want to do it all, and that often becomes more of a distraction, and people aren't really sure what to go to you for. And the clarity that came with the program was just really important to me and helped really set me on my path.
That's great. So what we talk about when we consider the accelerator is this idea of career momentum. Have you experienced that since finishing the program, and what does that look like?
I have. I felt that prior to the program, I was, as I mentioned, in this crossroads. And since then, it's really given me the clarity that I need and to know where to put my energy. So the momentum that you speak of was really getting me going on really doing a little bit of both, continuing to look at opportunities within my organization that would stretch me out of the role that I'm currently in. I'm very passionate about what I do in my career, and I love the company that I work for, but at the same time gave me the permission space to take that expertise that I have in the industry. I'm very well versed in multicultural markets and diverse segments, and start to build my own online presence. So it wasn't necessarily building a separate venture and what I could jokingly call my side hustle, but it was really taking the expertise in my day job and extending that to continue to stay and keep the focus on my subject matter expertise in marketing, but doing it where I'm getting myself more recognized through my own online presence. And so I've since completed my website, haven't fully launched it yet, but been able to actually reach out to somebody, have them help me build it. I was able to do a rebranding photo shoot. It was very important for me to have very fresh pictures to reintroduce myself in the industry. I talked a little bit about feeling like I plateaued. I had exited a lot of industry organizations when I joined Humana to focus on this new role. Given how big and meaty it was, I really needed to make sure that I dedicated time to do it well. Now's the time to get back out there, reintroduce who I am, reintroduce my skill sets, my specializations, and my capabilities. And this program really helped me be clear about what that was, and then really get the bias for action to start putting it together and holding myself accountable. So that was very helpful. And I feel great about the progress I've made within my organization, but also on a personal level, doing what I'm doing for me through this website presence and so forth.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see the website. What would you say right now you are most proud of or most excited about professionally?
I think really feeling re-energized and recognizing that I have the authority to get back in the industry, to start doing the speaking engagements, to reconnect with old networks that I feel have fallen to the wayside. It also has given me the realization that, you should always keep those contacts in place. You should always don't lose that momentum. Consistency is king, right? In that I felt like I retracted and I was doing a great job at work, but I really lost my place in the industry, and just the permission space to be able to get back out there. And then the importance that you have to continue to stay connected to folks, and just the consistency to grow.
Yeah. And it's such a good reminder for anyone listening who has made that disconnect to see that you
Yes,
can go back and do that, right? You can go back to those
absolutely.
relationships and that can be
That's
productive.
right. One thing I
Right.
would add about the program too is I talk a lot about what the curriculum did for me, but I mentioned something earlier on a call with another leader in my organization, that what was so special about this program is not just the curriculum and how it helps you really drive clarity and focus on where you want to go, but the network of women has been incredible, just from different industries, and just having a sounding board, because often we feel like we're alone in this career journey and we're juggling our personal life on top of it, that it really just opened up a whole new door to a network of women, both professionally but also personally, that you feel is a safe space to ask questions because someone in this circle has experienced it and has really good advice to give you.
It's absolutely true. And it makes a tremendous world of difference.
It does. It really does.
Fantastic. I have one final question. I just want to come back to something you've talked about with this idea of career plateaus, because
Yes.
that's something that I feel like so many people are hesitant to talk about or recognize. And you've openly done that. So, what strategies helped you move past that moment where you felt like you had plateaued?
Yeah, I think really having open and honest conversations with my leadership about my role in the evolution of the company, being very transparent, and knowing what is your vision and your path for yourself, and helping your leadership and your organization understand what that is, to really help support you in that. And so I think doing programs like Beyond Barriers was very important to me. I'm very big into personal development, whether it's reading a self-care book or it's doing a program just like this, and really giving you that energy and that momentum. Not to really use that word a lot, but that momentum is very real in having it light you back up and reignite that passion that you have. Those were two very important things. I also went through a very big life transition last year, and it was like the year of me, and just reinvesting in
Mhm.
myself and giving myself the permission space that, I should be my own priority too. I think a lot of us as women that juggle the many things in our life tend to do everything for everybody else, but forget about ourselves. And this program for me was an investment in myself, having those, what some might find difficult conversations with my leadership, and just transparent conversations about how I'm feeling and what it is that I need, being clear about what I need, definitely helped. It opened up doors in my organization. It really helped me start to reconnect with other parts of the business, take on stretch assignments that I otherwise wouldn't have had. And so I think it's just being open and honest with yourself and those around you about what you need, and then being committed to achieving what it is that you want to achieve. We talked a lot about just having a vision and goals and your vision board in the program. And what's interesting is I've been doing vision boards for the greater part of my life. And I think having those as a reminder, revisiting them quarterly, revisiting them annually, helps you stay accountable to achieving what it is that you're setting out to do.
This has been such a treat to get to talk to you. Thank you so much for sharing your time.
Of
I can't
course.
wait to see what happens for you next.
Thank you so much. Thank
You
you.